chaining by using response.sendRedirect. So already in the morning session we learned about what the difference between uh, JSP colon forward tag and response.sendRedirect. So as we know, JSP colon forward tags works within the application to send the request from source to destination source to destination JSP program. Whereas response.sendRedirect, you can able to communicate source and destination within the same application, source and destination JSP program within a different web application, or source and destination programs within the different servers of different web applications, irrespective of their technology specific. Okay, so here browser gives the request to my source.jsp. Source.jsp performs page compilation, request processing logic, and send the response back to browser window by using implicit response object. And next, one more request is generated after coming to browser window. That is one more implicit request goes to destination.jsp, because here response.sendRedirect is configured with the destination.jsp with the query string. So here p1 is the query string, p1 is the attribute of a query string with the value val, p2 second query string, second attribute of a query string, that is p2, and with the value val2. So here I'm appending destination.jsp with appending query string as a additional parameter values. The next implicit request, second request goes to the destination.jsp program, as I configured here response.sendRedirect method with the query string, and what is the business logic you are done in the destination.jsp will be executed, and finally response goes back to, as a final response goes back to browser window. But the final response contains only the output of a destination.jsp, whereas it does not contain output of a source.jsp, because source.jsp has output has been already sent to the browser window, which has been discarded and then implicit object created. Hence, a final response contains the destination.jsp HTML response, whereas it does not contain the response of a source.jsp. Fine. So we'll create this web application. 14th, let me go to my Tomcat, where I install my Tomcat in my drive, Apache Software Foundation, Tomcat, Web Apps, directory new, 14th. Okay. So this is 14, create a new, and here at least I need web-inf. Okay. And under this you can write web.xml file. So let's create a source. Let's create a source.jsp, destination.jsp, web-inf already created. And so file new, normal text. It's my favorite now. What should I add here? Some break tag, break tag. Fine. And then let me add my center, because anyhow its output is not good, getting reached to the browser window. Either you write or don't write, it is up to you. Okay. Fine. So center h1, and just let me add here where I am from. Source.jsp of 14th. What is the name I provided there? 14th of 14th context root name. Okay. Let me end here break tag. Okay. And here I'll use some business logic. Write any business logic. What is the logic you are expecting? And here I'll use response dot send redirect. Response dot send redirect. I'll send this response to my destination dot JSP. Okay. Destination dot JSP. So end with the semicolon. Fine. And let me add here. This is the start of JSP. This is the end of source.jsp. Right? So let me save this file. Save. Oh, it's text file I created. Okay, fine. I will use save as. Where should I save? Apache Software Foundation, Tomcat 10, Web Apps, 14, and under this give the name called source. Let me use all here. JSP. Okay, save. Fine. It's time to create a destination.jsp file, new, others, JSP. Okay, save. Let me save beside to where? Beside to source.jsp and web of a 14th uh, chain response chain response or chain error and beside to web. So this is my destination.jsp. Fine. I'll use the same break center h1. Fine. And here I'll add destination start of destination.jsp. Oh, destination.jsp of what is the web application name? Context root name, that is 14th. Okay, fine. Okay, nothing else. And let me use your scriptlet tag. My favorite. What should I add here? Expression tag, new java dot util dot date. So here I can show the time, date and time. So let me add here breaker, breaker, break, break, and let me add here what end of JSP. Fine, end of JSP. Fine, done. Now it's a time to test the web application. So what should I do? I'll start my Tomcat. I'll start the Tomcat server. So go to bin Tomcat 10. Meanwhile, let me launch my server. Admin console, manager app, admin was 14th. So let me call my source.jsp start of destination.jsp 14th. Now really the whole logic is executed or not? The whole logic is executed or not? So what I'll do here, I'll write here skiplet tag. Okay. System.out.println. No, not here. Control X. No, fine. Just do observe here. You have not received what? Source.jsp's HTML response. Okay, fine. So here I'll write uh, source.jsp. Okay. Now, fine. This is source start and this is what end. Fine. So let me get the response. I'll keep parallelly both my server console also and the output also. असं का झालं रे हे काय ताप आहे ठीक है बदल ठीक है I think let me reload the application wait oh this is session. Here you can invalidate the session. I think I forgot to add what semicolon. This is not expression tag. This is scriptlet tag. It should end with the semicolon. Did you receive? Yes or no? Huh? Yes or no? First request comes. Look, I gave the source.jsp. Where it is now? Where it is now? Destination.jsp means I gave the request. Request reached to server. Executed source. Okay, and executed source and destination. Response reached to where? Browser window. Once response reached to the browser window, again request sent to server to call the destination. Again response came to browser window. Understood? Understood? Huh? Why? Because if it is not executed, this will execute definitely. But will it execute? Because this line I wrote after what? After what? Response not send redirect na. Where I wrote after the system.out.println where I wrote after response not send redirect, if directly request goes to the destination.jsp, then this line should not be executed. This line should not be executed, na? Hello? Yes or no? Then, but in my case, this line is executed. Are you getting? Okay. So hence it is proved. So with respect to this diagram, but here I had not appended. Here I have not appended the query string as an additional parameter values. I'll go with one more example which appends the query string as a additional parameter value. Okay. Okay. Fine. So I'll close. Fine. So next we shall see about one more application. Otherwise you can test this up. If you want to test, you can test. I gave source, but request went to destination. Right? So test the web application. Fine. Now next we shall see one more web application, that is 14th or 15th. But I wish to try by using this. My JSP should give the request to Google. Okay. From my JSP, instead of 14th, I will call 15th. But with the query string. But with the query string. Okay. We shall see one more web application.